So this is what happened. I applied for my American visa noong nasa Bogota, Colombia kami. So like, for sure you know, like we were in Colombia in 2015. And alam ko, sa Pilipinas daw, 60% to 70% nire-reject daw, di ba? It's the same in Colombia. But if you read the embassy rules ng DF, ng Foreign Affairs ng States, nakalagay doon, you can apply anywhere in the world as long as you can prove why you're applying there. So when I was in Bogota, I was on a free tourist visa for 6 months. Stamp lang, walang visa. Kasi most of the countries in South America are free visas. So like, we were there in Bogota because I can get 6 months. And then I went to the embassy, American embassy. And it was my first time to apply for America. Kasi alam mo yung mentality dito, marireject ka. Wala, single ka. Wala kang, unemployed ako. Single, unemployed, Filipino, walang pera. And kasi wala namang pera sa bangko rin. Kung ano. Sabi na, rejected. So sabi ko, hindi, pwede. So I went there. And then the consul asked me, so what do you do? Like, I wrote there, I'm unemployed. Or you can also say you're digital nomad, but you have to prove different means. And then they asked me, why are you applying here? And I just said, like, I'm currently on around the world journey, and gano'n. Hindi na, dinamahan mo na kung ano pa buhay mo. And then sabi niya, kasi kinausap niya ako Spanish, ako, no hablo Espanyol. And then she gave me 10-year visa. Ang pinakamahirap na experience ko na to apply the visa is Schengen. Sino nakakuha ng Schengen? Konti lang. You know why it's hard? Because Schengen is easier to apply kailangan sa country na meron kang residency or sa bansa mo. But that time was, like, I applied for my Schengen visa while I was on a marriage visa in the UK, which was not allowed. So, napagbigyan lang ako ng 1 month, pero 1 month nilubos talaga namin. Because Jonathan wrote a love letter na it's our honeymoon, ganyan-ganyan. So, ang technique ko, guys, like that I suggest, like, ang unang isipin nyo, I don't know if you know that I believe in law of attraction. Like, the first thing that you know, you should remember is like, huwag nyo kagad isipin, I don't want to apply kasi marireject ako. Kasi you already accepted that you're rejected. So, like, first thing you should know, like, lahat may pag-asa. Like, kapag di mo yung pinasok, then hindi mo makalalaman. And UK visa, you can apply anywhere. I applied for UK visa in Hanoi, Vietnam as a tourist. I applied for UK visa in the States. And then, where else did I apply? Dalawa lang, no? US in Colombia. And then, I applied for my Venezuela, Chile, Argentina visa, Chile visa while I was in Peru, Argentina visa, yung tatlo sa London. So, pwede kayo mag-apply ng visa abroad kahit naka-tourist visa kayo. Remember that. Basta, ang tandaan nyo, na halimbawa, ang process ng pagkuha ng UK visa is 2 weeks, as long as hindi kayo mag-overstay dun sa bansa na pag-apply nyo. Gets? So, kapag kahit nasa abroad kayo, maglo-long-term travel kayo, you can apply for visas anywhere in the world, except for Schengen. You need to apply in the country where you have residency and in the Philippines.
Or, yes, all that, and if you do have that residency you were talking about, I wouldn't go hunting for a residency in order to get a Schengen, because there are other ways to do it, but if you already have that residency from the US, or from certain other countries, so have a look at the website and see it, then yes, it's going to be easier for you to get a Schengen, because you've already been, in a way, assessed and verified by some other country that they approved. Yep.
And one last tip, guys. Like, kung talagang takot kayo na makapag-apply doon sa mga countries, travel muna kayo sa visa free, mag-collect muna kayo ng staff. Kasi kailangan nilang makita na you're a traveler. So, the first thing, like what I did, like lahat na tinatanong sa akin, Catch, where is the best place to travel first time abroad? There's a lot of destination, but I suggest Thailand because ayan yung perfect sa backpackers. May mga hostels, may bus, may tour, kompleto na, tsaka marami kayong mamimit na talagang di na Pilipino, mga foreigner, at kung iba't ibang lahi, magugulat kayo, babata, sabi, paano nila nagagawa? Kaya nila, kaya rin natin. So, yeah, that's the first thing. Punta kayo Thailand, then pasok kayo ng Cambodia, punta kayo Laos, mali niyo, makakilala. Pero Vietnam, and kung ano na pa. Pero basta tandaan nyo guys, never overstay. Like, never overstay. Ayun lang yung tandaan nyo. Kasi you'll have a record. Hindi lang doon sa bansa na yun, but anywhere. And you don't wanna think longer, ha? So, and think para sa kapwa Pilipino din. So, Jonathan has been to more countries than me. So, like, because when he was a kid, he grew up in Africa.
But, yeah, I guess I'll probably answer that question in as, for me, the best country I've been to, or not the best country, but the one I love the most. And we agreed on this mostly. And it was Patagonia de Chile. Chile and Patagonia. I mean, Patagonia is Patagonia. Someone just drew a line through it and said that's Chile, that's Argentina. But there is a difference, you know. There's the Chilean side is much smaller than the Argentinian side, and there's only one road, like a gravel road, that runs all the way down to 1,000 kilometers down the Chilean side, called the Carretera de los Straus. And that road was only built in the 80s and 90s, and the last part of it was only finished in the 2000s. So some of it is completely untouched, and it's some of the most dramatic, incredible mountain scenery you'll ever find. You can hitchhike the whole way down it. We hitchhiked half of it and then back up the other way again, and you'll be completely safe. You should take a tent anyway. You know, you'll meet amazing people down there. People traveling by bicycle. We found one German guy just dragging a trailer behind his back with straps and wheels. It was crazy. And yeah, it's still the most beautiful place we've ever seen. So, Chile and Patagonia.
For me, instead of country, can I say continent? So like, I highly suggest, like Filipinos, you know, like aside from Asia, I really suggest, punta kayo South America. Like, I know, like, the hardest part is, like, traveling, buying the flight ticket. Kasi mahal, malayo, di ba? Kakabila naman daw. He actually just called 25,000 pesos ng return to Brazil.
Yeah.
Pero you know why? Aside from Asia, sa South America, you can enter Brazil for 3 months. You can enter Bolivia for 1 month. You can enter Colombia for 6 months, free visa. You can enter Peru for 183 days, 6 months. You can enter Ecuador for 30 days. And like you can get the visa to Chile in Peru in less than 2 weeks. And ano pa ba? And then from there, you can like fly to Costa Rica. At kung ano pa, there's a lot of opportunities. Like, it's funny it's so far, pero mas feel ko na Pilipino, na mas connected ako sa mga South American kaysa sa mga Southeast Asian countries. Bukod sa kamukha ko sila, nakakuha ko discount. Pero daw marunong mag-Spanish. We have the same culture and usually the same food. And malayo nga lang siya, pero I suggest, like, if you can, like, save up for a big travel goal, yun na, mahabaan. Like, and then you can travel by bus, you can go hitchhiking, you can go couch surfing, pero always, of course, like, always follow, like, kung ano yung instinct nyo, di ba? So, ano pa ba? Yeah, Jonathan says our favorite all the places is of course Patagonia. Kasi I remember when we were there, we were backpackers. Like we hitchhiked for like 2-3 weeks. And yung mga truck talaga, pinipick up kami. Ganun kababay yung tao. Tapos pinapakain, paano yung gustusin. And then last, like, napalo yun, we went to Argentina, Patagonia, but we worked with the tourism board of Argentina. So, sosyalin yung mga hotel, di ba? And then they gave us a car. Like, naging namin kami na car, we rented. And we were picking up hitchhikers. Which is like, and then we're telling them, you know what? Last year we were hitchhiking here. But now, parang ano na, hindi bragging, pero like, it's different feeling. So, yeah.